Your Eye on Annapolis daily news brief keeps you informed about what's happening in Annapolis, Anne Arundel County, and Maryland. Local news, local sports, local events, local opinion, and, of course, local weather. Your Eye on Annapolis daily news brief starts now.
Good morning. It's Monday, December 30th, 2024. This is John Frenaye, and this is your Eye on Annapolis daily news brief presented by Annapolis Subaru and the SPCA of Anne Arundel County. I hope that everybody had a fantastic holiday, no matter which one you celebrate. And here is a preemptive Happy New Year, since we are checking in just today, and we'll be back again on Thursday to kick off 2025. Hey, it is Monday, so let's get into it, shall we? Annapolis experienced a series of vehicle break-ins over Christmas Eve and Christmas Day. Incidents included thefts of wallets, electronics, and cash from both locked and unlocked vehicles across various neighborhoods. Police are urging residents to secure their vehicles and remove valuables to prevent such crimes. This is really such an easy crime to prevent. Governor Wes Moore has proposed allowing alcohol sales in grocery stores, and I disagree. In an editorial, I argue that his move could harm small, independent, local liquor stores, reduce consumer choice by favoring mass-produced brands over local craft beverages, and raise public health concerns by increasing alcohol accessibility. Head on over to eyeonannapolis.net, give it a read, let me know if you agree or not. The Annapolis Maritime Museum and Park has announced its winter lecture series for 2025, scheduled for Thursdays from January 9th through February 27th. Topics will include maritime history, local heritage, environmental issues, and going to feature speakers such as Hall of Fame sailor Gary Jobson, Chesapeake writer Katie Livy, and you can check it all out at amaritime.org. All right, let's talk football a little bit. In a thrilling finish, Navy defeated Oklahoma 21-20 in the Armed Forces Bowl. Quarterback Blake Horvath led the midshipmen with a record-breaking 95-yard touchdown run in a decisive fourth-quarter drive. Navy's defense secured the win by stopping Oklahoma's two-point conversion attempt in the final seconds. It was an amazing game, and this bowl championship is really the cherry on the top of a great season for Navy that saw a win over Army and the return of the Commander-in-Chief's trophy to Annapolis. In the Military Bowl here in Annapolis, East Carolina University triumphed over North Carolina State University with a 26-21 victory. The game was highlighted by a late 86-yard touchdown run from Rashid Harris, but was marred by a brawl in the final minute, resulting in the ejection of 8 players and an injury to a referee. Prior to the game, the parade did go off as planned, with yours truly emceeing the event, but the bummer was that the Clydesdales did not hitch up for the parade. They rode in their trailers. And I guess that's the unfortunate part when horse hooves meet slick brick pavement. On Friday on the K9s and Crosstreks, we met the big boys. These are the guys that are the big dogs that keep in a separate area, and boy, they are a lot of fun, if not a lot allowed. There's still a few more days to share the love with Annapolis Subaru supporting the Blue Ribbon Project. So if you want to purchase or lease a new vehicle, go to Annapolis Subaru and $400 will go to the Blue Ribbon Project. Also, final days of Lights on the Bay to benefit the SPCA over there at Sandy Point State Park. And if you are looking to adopt any of those big boys, get in touch with the SPCA and make it happen. On Saturday on the Local Business Spotlight, we chatted with an amazing man who has faced many struggles and is now kicking butt. Marcus Moore, who should have his product in all grocery stores, was our guest. We chatted about how a 30-year-old autistic man conceived, developed, and brought to market the incredibly delicious Moore Crunch pretzels. If you haven't tried them, go look for them. If you haven't heard it, give it a listen. All right, that is a wrap. Now, normally here I would turn around and say, hey, I would like to thank you guys first and foremost, but today I need to change that up a little bit. I want to thank George Young from DCMDVA Weather. Back in 2017, I think, we connected and his daily and incredibly accurate weather segment was born. The only days he missed were the ones that I screwed up. He's going to be shutting down DCMDVA Weather today, and today is his last forecast for us. And that is a bummer. But to George, I thank you for your professionalism. I thank you for your accuracy. I thank you for all of the work that you put into this. And most importantly, I want to thank you very much for being a good friend. And to you, our listeners, thank you as always. And also a quick thank you to our sponsors for today's Daily News Brief: Annapolis Subaru, the SPCA of Anne Arundel County, Solar Energy Services, Hospice of the Chesapeake, and Scout and Molly's. Covington from CovingtonAlsina is still on vacation, so her Monday Money Report will return on January 6th. And for the final forecast, George Young from DCMDVA Weather is here with the last, only locally forecasted weather report you should care about. All of that's coming up for you in just a bit, so hang around.
Hello, energy consumers. This is Rick Peters, president of Solar Energy Services. Is all this talk of inflation making you uneasy? Me too, especially the uncertainty. How bad will it eat into my future purchasing power? Well, don't feel helpless, because solar energy can give you some financial control. By installing and owning your solar system, you can lock out electricity cost inflation by locking in your electricity price for more than 25 years. Many of our inflation-fighting clean energy systems offset 100% of the annual electricity demands. Customers frequently add electric vehicle charging and backup batteries to their solar projects, providing them inexpensive auto fuel and additional energy security for the home. Freeze energy inflation in its tracks by committing to affordable, clean solar energy. Call us today at 410-923-6090 or visit us at solarsaves.net. But don't wait another minute. Sunshine's a wasted.
Sunshine, sunshine, nothing else can make me feel so fine.
When you live near Annapolis, you know how fickle the weather can be. So you need a truly local forecast that's accurate and reliable. Forecast right here in Annapolis. DCMDVA Weather is not just for today, but for the rest of the week and the weekend too. Now here's George Young of DCMDVA Weather with the weather outlook for today and beyond.
Hey everyone, this is George with DCMDVA Weather, and this is your Eye on Annapolis forecast for Monday, December 30th, last podcast for 2024 for the Daily News Brief, as tomorrow and Wednesday will be off days for the New Year's holiday, and it is the last forecast for me for DCMDVA Weather, as tomorrow will be the last official day of operations for this operation of mine. Look for mostly sunny skies today, with temps remaining warm in the 50s and maybe 60s in spots, with slightly breezy west winds ahead of more 50s with additional clouds and rain, so plan accordingly if headed out tomorrow to celebrate New Year's Eve. From there, 2025 should start off on a sunny and dry note, with highs near 50 degrees on Wednesday, January 1st, followed by more sun and low to mid-40s Thursday and Friday, with the first weekend of 2025 bringing more sun with cold highs in the mid to upper 30s, with the general outlook for the first half of January from that point forward being one that should bring at least one or two snow chances, but time will tell for that. And if there's one thing that even remotely qualifies as a disappointment for the nearly 7.5 years of doing the weather forecast with John Frenaye and the Daily News Brief since September 1st, 2017, it was the lack of a real blockbuster snowstorm for the Annapolis region the entire time, with the last really nice blizzard storm for the area coming late January 2016. But that being said, this has been an amazing run over an extended period of time, with some big weather events along the way, including a really unique windstorm at the beginning of March 2018, numerous flooding events, of course, in downtown Annapolis, countless severe thunderstorms, impacts from a few tropical storms, of which the most notable was from the remnants of Hurricane Ida on September 1st, 2021, when an EF2 tornado landed a direct strike on portions of Anne Arundel County, including Edgewater and Annapolis. The net of it all is it was an absolute honor to be able to provide weather forecasts for the region through the Eye on Annapolis Daily News Brief podcast, and it was always exciting, even when the weather was calm and quiet. Hopefully it provided some help and guidance to those of you listening. Please know I wholeheartedly appreciate the support and interactions along the way from each and every one of you, and will be forever grateful for the opportunity provided to me by John Frenaye to simply be a part of his world and yours for the last 7+ years. Thank you, thank you, thank you. This is George Young of DCMDVA Weather signing off. Happy New Year to all. Stay healthy and be safe, and be sure to always stay weather informed.
Hi, I'm Betsy Abraham. My mom and I own and operate Scout and Molly's, this amazing little boutique at the Annapolis Town Center, and we're here to help. Whether you are shopping for the beautiful ladies on your holiday list or for yourself, we have something stunning for every occasion, from casual to black tie. From the Parade of Lights to New Year's Eve, we have the perfect outfit for every event this year. Scout Molly's, Annapolis Town Center. Thank you for shopping local.
Coping with advanced illness can be overwhelming, and determining the best options for a loved one isn't always so easy. But here at Hospice of the Chesapeake, your hometown hospice, we want you to know you do have a choice. You can choose exactly who provides the care and the type of care you receive, and it's your decision when and where your loved one receives that care. We have served our community, family, and friends for over 40 years. We are there when you need us. Learn how we can help at hospicechesapeake.org.
You've been listening to the Eye on Annapolis Daily News Brief. Tell your friends and colleagues, this is the podcast where you can keep up on the latest with what's going on in Annapolis and Anne Arundel County. And don't forget about our website, eyeonannapolis.net, where you can find even more information. And make sure you follow us on Facebook at All Annapolis and on Twitter at Eye on Annapolis. This Daily News Brief podcast comes to you every Monday through Friday at 6 a.m.